Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to do a look kinda-ish inspired by Mermaid. I did something similar the other day, but it was less glam. And I wanted to come here and film. I haven't been filming in a while because I had this huge ass cold sore on my lip. So I figured I'm not gonna film anything looking like a weirdo. But thankfully that's all gone, nothing's on my lip anymore. And now I'm back to filming. So, as you can probably tell, there's nothing on my teeth. Got my braces up, I'm very happy about that. But anyway, going back to the look, I came up with something like this, kinda did it on as I was going. I didn't pre-plan anything, I just knew that I wanted to use certain colors. And yeah, I really like the way it came out, so let's get started. So to prime my face, I'm using, as always, just a little bit of glycerin. Lately it has been my go-to primer, go-to moisturizer. It's just a really great product. I like to rub it in between my fingers, just put it in the areas that I want it to prime. So now as my foundation, I finally got the L'Oreal Infallible in my shade. I had the L'Oreal Infallible for a while, but it was too darker for me. So I picked up yesterday the 102, which is Shell Beige. If you've ever seen my videos before, I always apply the Maybelline Master Conceal for my under eyes. But spring is coming, especially in Florida. I know not everywhere, but in Florida it's getting really hot. And I got a new concealer, so I was thinking that instead of just going ham, so instead of covering my under eyes with the Maybelline one, then the foundation, and then a concealer, I'm just going to not even cover my eyes with the foundation, just kind of go around it, and then use only the concealer for my eyes. So when I do sweat, and I will because it gets really hot in here, then I'm not gonna have too much product. So I'm just bringing the foundation only around my eyes. Now for my under eye concealer, I'm using the Lorac Perfection Concealer in Fair. And hopefully, I've never tried that before, it's going to cover the darkness around my eye area as well. I'm really hoping for that. This concealer is really thick, so I like to apply not too much of it, especially if I'm going to sweat. Just hoping that I'm not gonna regret not applying the orange concealer first like I usually do, and that darkness is not going to peek through eventually. We'll see. This is the true test for this concealer, and I'm going to blend it out with this sponge. And now to set my entire face, I'm using the Ben 9 Natural Set Powder. I like to put it on a lid, and then with the sponge I like to press it into my skin. So I'm going to start with the eyes, and before I start setting it, I always like to go over with the sponge one more time to get rid of the extra concealer and to get rid of the creasing. And then just dab the powder and press it under my eye very lightly. And once the concealer is all set, I'm going to set my entire face with that powder. Now it's time to fill in my brows, and for that I'm using the Milani Paint Pot in medium brown. And now I can start with my eyes finally. Today I am using the Jane Iredale palette that I've used before in my tutorials. And I am going to concentrate on the bottom row right here. I did something similar a few days ago and I liked the way it came out. I posted it on Instagram. And today I wanted to take it a little bit more dramatic, I guess. As my transition color with a blending brush, I am taking this dark turquoise color and I am going to put that in my crease very lightly. So now to start adding that extra glam, I am taking this dark blue navy color with a little bit of glitter in it, and I'm using this weird ass brush and it's called Angled Fluff. I never use it. So I'm gonna put that like I did here in the inner and outer corners. And then I'm going to connect it up top with whatever is left over on the brush. And I'm also building up the shadow as deep as I want it to. And now with whatever is left on the brush, I'm just going to connect the two together. Now for my favorite part of this makeup, which is the middle of the eye, I am using this color right here, which is my favorite color from this palette. Is this green turquoise with a hint of gold and yellow. At first I just put it alone on the lid, but it wasn't enough, so I decided that it needed a wet base, and for that I'm using the Flower Cosmetics CE2 cream eyeshadow. And what I'm going to do is just from the lid, which is only a little bit, with my pinky, pick some up and just place that in the middle of my eyelid to create that wet base. And also the gold in this cream shadow is going to make the gold in that turquoise pick up more. So now with a flat brush, I'm going to pick that turquoise color up and just place it on the lid with a patting motion. Now you have the beautiful green with a lot of gold coming through, which is exactly what I wanted. Now I am going to go back to that angled weird brush and the dark blue and just dip the brush a little bit and put it on the outside of the blue and bring it in just to make sure that there are no visible edges, that everything is blended smooth. Coffee break! Coffee break! Okay, so now for my bottom lid, I'm going to repeat the exact same thing that I did on top. So now I'm going to take this little baby right here, pick that dark blue with it, and put it right in the inner and outer corner, leaving the middle of the lash line empty. Again, I'm repeating that step with the gold color in my pinky. Also try to lift or put the color under your lower lashes. I know it's kind of hard, but I'm just kind of lifting them and then flipping my finger and putting the color right in the middle. And now with a small pencil brush, I'm picking up that turquoise color that I put in the middle of the lid. And I'm just placing it again under my eyelashes on that gold that I just put down. And to kind of tie everything together, I'm going back to a blending brush and the first color that I used. And I'm picking up just a little bit of it and blending everything together with extremely light hand. For my inner corner, I'm using the BH Cosmetics Wild Child palette and I'm using this Frosty White, and I think it's perfect for this look. And I'm just going to place it right in the corner. I decided to just add a little bit more of some colors, so I am using the CoverGirl Liquid Line Blast pencil in, I have no idea, but it's blue. And that is just going to go on my waterline. And for my mascara, I'm using the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara in black, and this is the non-waterproof one, and I'm putting that on the top and bottom lashes. For my lashes, I'm using a new pair that I got. I never wore it before, but I already took it down. It's the Ardell Curvy Lashes in 410 Black. I am a little bit intimidated by them because the band is extremely flimsy and bendable. So I'm going to have to do that off camera, and I hope it's not going to take me too long, so I'll be right back. This took forever. I would not recommend these eyelashes for a beginner at all. They were just a little bit too hard to put on. Unless you're a pro, which I'm not. I had a little bit of trouble with it. So now I can finally go back to my face, and to contour, I'm using the BH Cosmetics Forever Nude palette. And as always, I'm using the last color right here. As a bronzer, I'm using the Physicians Formula BB Beauty Balm Bronzer in light to medium. I'm just going to dust that all over my face. As a blush, I'm using the Milani Luminoso, which everybody loves, but for some reason it just doesn't really work for me, so I'm trying different ways, different amounts, but it just doesn't look that good on me. For a highlight, as always, I'm using the Physicians Formula Beige Pearl highlighter. And last but not least are my lips, and to line them, I'm using the City Colors City Chic Lip Liner in Natural. And for my lipstick, I'm using this beautiful lipstick from Rimmel in the color Rosetta. And I'm just putting that all over my lips. And this is from the Kate Moss line. Are a little bit dry today, so on top of that, I'm going to use the Almay lip gloss in Rosy Lipped, just to kind of cover those cracks. And this is the final result. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching this tutorial. And I will see you next time. Bye!